Welcome back to Ferocious Education. This is Zed. Today we're going to be talking about Iterum Therapeutics, going with the ticker ITRM. This is not the first time I talk about ITRM, and my last video is in the description below. Hopefully we're going to be able to give you good updates relating towards news, technical analysis, due diligence, and what I think about this one. So without further ado, let's jump right into this one. Iterum Therapeutics. Now this one here, if you haven't heard about it, they do have a good pipeline relating mainly towards one or two things, the UTI realm itself. So the first one here is the uncomplicated urinary tract infections, mainly known as well as sulopenem probensin. And this one here has already gone towards pivotal phase 3. And complicated urinary tract infection, same kind of results in complicated intra-abdominal infections. And we did receive just recently some information relating towards FDA. And I'm just going to quickly read this paragraph in case you haven't read it, but you can skip a little bit ahead if you have. So the first thing, ITRM, which is a clinical stage pharmaceutical company, focused on developing the next generation of oral and IV antibiotics to treat infections caused by the multi-drug resistance pathogens in both community and hospital settings. Today, they announced that the company received a letter from the US FDA stating that as a part of their ongoing review of the company new drug application NDA for sulopenem, /probensin, the agency has identified deficiency that precludes the continuation of the discussion of labeling and post-marketing requirement commitments at this time. No details with respect to the deficiencies were disclosed by the FDA in this notification, and the letter further states that the notification does not reflect a final decision on the information under review. This is in a company letter dated in January 2021. The FDA had assigned a Prescription Drug Free Act (PDUFA) goal date of around July 25th, 2021 for its completion or for the completion of the review of the NDA. The company intends to work with the FDA to understand the nature of this deficiency and resolve them as quickly as possible. They also stated, while we are disappointed by this news, we continue to believe the potential of sulopenem to help address the growing challenges of antibiotic resistance, said the CEO of ITRM. Our goal now is to work with the FDA to identify and resolve the issues as expeditiously as possible in order to continue advancing this needed antibiotic. So what does this mean? A lot of people have basically gone with the label that, they don't have their FDA, now they're gonna crash. But here's the thing, so this is what we know as facts. So the first thing is, FDA has shared that there is deficiencies in the data or in the information that have been given. And so in terms of the NDA itself, that's not going on towards a no, and the current date for that decision target is on July 25th. But we might actually still hear something back from the FDA. Now the company itself intends to rectify that situation, so that's where that is. And in terms of May 27th, 2021, they did as well announce relating that target for the PDUFA date of July 25th, 2021, and that the FDA has determined that the advisory committee meeting is not currently necessary. So that was positive news. The stock market liked it, and this is really bad news. The stock market did not like it at all, and it dropped down around almost 38%. Now, a quick thing here before moving on, if you would like to see more contents like this, make sure to subscribe on the bottom right corner and turn the bell notifications button on. Also, don't forget to drop a like to this video, and if you would like to see more contents and chat a bit more about this one, feel free to join our Discord that is totally free. Now, in terms of tip rank, this one here is given 1 buy and 2 holds, given a total rating of moderate buy. The current price target average is around 225, which is around 58.45% upside. The current highest price target is around 250, meanwhile the average price target is around 225, and the low price target is around $2. Currently, it is trading around 142, so any of these price targets look like a good deal from where we're at right now. And we'll also discuss about the price drop in a second. Now, in terms of SEC filings, this says the exact same information relating towards the deficiencies found from the FDA. Institutional buyers don't seem to have pulled out the plug yet, but in terms of July, and we're only going on right now towards the 2nd or the 3rd of July, nothing seems to be significant. And in terms of insiders, the last we've seen was some of them were actually awarded some stocks, and that's that. Now let's move on towards technical analysis. Now from a technical analysis standpoint of view, we start seeing good news and bad news. So on the good news part, 10 SMA is above the 30 MA, which is very bullish. These are moving average indicators. The 50 SMA is above the 200 SMA. However, the price point is below the 50 SMA at 151, but above the 124, so making the first bearish and the second bullish. ADX is currently sitting at 37.45, indicating that this was actually a strong uptrend, but this one here has broken, or appears to be at least broken in this sense for the shorter term. William %R shows it's highly oversold. What does that mean? By the way, the William %R is very similar to the Relative Strength Index, also known as RSI. And this means that in terms of establishing equilibrium, more buyers would come in, and then that basically means that the price point would jump back up. MACD has gone towards the negative side, which is very bearish. And momentum has gone as well towards the negative. So hopefully we're able to see a positive reversal, and we're going to see in these following indicators where we might actually see that. Stochastic fast and stochastic slow are telling you to be careful of the drop. And the Bollinger Bands, which is a momentum volume bands, expects this one to trade at 246 on the top and 152 in the bottom. Currently the price point is at 142. And right here, this is the Fibonacci retracements only up from the 1 year mark. And the only reason why I'm showing you this one is because high frequency traders and institutional buyers use it. And so you might want to know a little bit about these key metrics. There is currently a very strong Fibonacci resistance at the 143 that is turned into a support in the extended hours. And below there, 105 as a support, and then 45 cents. Significant resistances are 173, 203, 246, and the $3 value. In terms of a price line action, what you're seeing into this one here is that there is a significant support level. For after hours, it's closer to around the 150, and then below there is 137, below there 126, going to 111, 103, and then down to 96 cents, and then 88 cents. Significant resistances in this level, you're probably looking very much closer to around the 158, 164, going upwards to 174, 181, going up to 194, 212, and then 223, going up higher to 238, 251, 273, and then the $3. Comes to the question to Ed, what do you think is going to happen here? Now, I've seen ITRM, this is now their first time relating an FDA approval, and from my recollection, here is the kind of the move that usually happens. So first off, if they get their FDA approval, they really can push forward for a bit, but then you got the people who are bought for the rumor and they're going to sell the news, and then it might drop at least temporarily. The second type of people here is probably the people who want to buy for the product itself and the future sales. And these are more of the optimistic investors, and those who might actually be able to balance the people selling off from the buy the rumor, sell the news. And so it can be very risky either way, whether you get the FDA approval and people want to sell after a short spike, or if it doesn't get the FDA and it tanks down. Now, how far would it tank down? Be very careful after the 126 because it can easily slip down towards the 91 cents. And that might not sound a lot, but that is around almost 30% drop. And I think that they might actually be able to pull it off with the FDA if they put all their efforts into it, and I think they would for the July 25th. If it doesn't, they probably will need to go back and take a look into additional data And to order to justify another NDA approval or an NDA application, that might take on towards the end of the year. So the hope is not dead yet. Keep that in mind. What do you think about the sticker? Make sure to mention down in the comments below. Share, subscribe, and like, and have a wonderful day. Now, if you're still here on this video, make sure to drop down below and join our Discord. We have a lot of different things going on, including, for instance, members that gives picks for free. It's not pump and dumps, we just things we think about, swings, etc. We also have really exciting bots. You can actually use those ones. For instance, we're just testing out this bot, for instance, that gives you Fibonacci resistance points, activities, etc. And we have a bunch of free things, totally free. We run on tips here, and you can ask me questions, suggest stocks, etc. It's a really nice community that has been growing up very fast at a very good rate, and it's totally free. If you would like to join that one, feel free to do so in the description below, and have a wonderful day.